Top 10 Most Powerful Religions in the World. Power has never belonged only to armies, weapons, or wealth. Long before modern states existed, before stock markets and technology ruled human life, religion defined power. It shaped how people lived, how rulers governed, how wars were fought, and how civilizations understood life, death, morality, and destiny. Even in the modern world, where science explains the universe and digital systems run economies, religion remains one of the most influential forces on Earth. Religious power is not only about the number of followers. It is about longevity, cultural depth, moral authority, political influence, intellectual contribution, and the ability to survive time itself. Some religions rule through institutions, some through philosophy, some through law, and some through silent cultural dominance. Together, they form the backbone of human civilization. This story explores the top 10 most powerful religions in the world, not as a competition of truth, but as a study of global influence and civilizational strength. Christianity stands as the most globally influential religion in human history. With more than 2 billion followers spread across every continent, Christianity is not confined to one region, language, or culture. From its humble beginnings in the Roman province of Judea, it transformed into a force that reshaped Europe, later expanding into the Americas, Africa, and Asia. Christianity influenced the foundations of Western law, ethics, education, and governance. Concepts such as human dignity, charity, forgiveness, and moral accountability were deeply shaped by Christian teachings. Some of the world's oldest universities, hospitals, and charitable institutions were built under Christian authority. Even modern ideas of human rights and social welfare carry traces of Christian moral philosophy. Beyond culture, Christianity holds immense institutional power. The Vatican remains one of the most influential religious centers in the world, while Christian organizations operate globally in politics, education, media, and humanitarian work. Christianity's power lies in its global reach, historical dominance, institutional strength, and ability to adapt across cultures while maintaining a core belief system. Islam represents a different form of power, structured, unified, and deeply integrated into daily life. With nearly 2 billion followers, Islam is one of the fastest-growing religions in the world. From its emergence in 7th century Arabia, Islam expanded rapidly, forming empires that stretched from Spain to South Asia. Islam is unique in how it blends faith, law, governance, and social order. The Quran is not only a spiritual text, but also a guide for moral, legal, and social conduct. Islamic law has shaped entire legal systems, influencing family life, economics, politics, and international relations. Historically, Islamic civilization led the world in science, medicine, mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy. Scholars in Baghdad, Cordoba, and Cairo preserved and expanded human knowledge, while Europe struggled through intellectual darkness. Even today, Islamic influence remains strong in geopolitics, energy markets, global finance, and demographic growth. Islam's power lies in its unity of belief, disciplined structure, legal authority, and its central role in global political affairs. Hinduism is not merely powerful, it is ancient beyond comparison. As the oldest continuously practiced religion in the world, Hinduism represents a living civilization that has survived thousands of years. With over 1 billion followers, primarily in India and Nepal, Hinduism is deeply woven into the identity of South Asia. Unlike centralized religions, Hinduism is a vast spiritual universe. It contains countless philosophies, rituals, deities, and sacred texts. It introduced revolutionary ideas such as karma, reincarnation, dharma, yoga, and meditation, concepts now embraced worldwide. Hinduism has shown extraordinary resilience. It survived invasions, colonial rule, cultural suppression, and modernization without losing its essence. Today, Hindu philosophy influences global wellness, spirituality, and even politics through India's rising global power. Its strength comes from civilizational continuity, philosophical depth, and cultural dominance over time. Buddhism represents a quieter but deeply transformative power. Founded by Siddhartha Gautama, Buddhism focuses on inner awakening rather than divine authority. With hundreds of millions of followers across Asia and beyond, Buddhism shaped entire civilizations in China, Japan, Korea, Southeast Asia, and Tibet. Buddhist teachings emphasize mindfulness, compassion, discipline, and freedom from suffering. These ideas have profoundly influenced art, governance, psychology, and education. In the modern world, Buddhist meditation practices have transformed mental health treatment, stress management, and self-awareness across cultures. Unlike religions that expand through conversion or political power, Buddhism spreads through personal transformation and intellectual influence. Its power lies not in domination, but in shaping how humans understand the mind and suffering. Judaism stands as one of the most extraordinary examples of influence in human history. With a relatively small population, Judaism's impact on global civilization is unmatched. It introduced ethical monotheism, moral law, and the idea of a covenant between humanity and God. Judaism laid the intellectual and spiritual foundations for both Christianity and Islam, making it the root of Abrahamic civilization. Jewish scholars, thinkers, scientists, and leaders have played central roles in finance, science, philosophy, media, and politics. Despite centuries of persecution, exile, and genocide, Judaism survived and adapted. The establishment of Israel added geopolitical significance, making Judaism influential far beyond religious boundaries. Its power lies in intellectual legacy, ethical depth, resilience, and disproportionate global influence. Confucianism is often misunderstood because it operates less as a religion and more as a civilizational blueprint. For over 2,000 years, Confucian philosophy shaped the political systems, education models, and social structures of East Asia. Confucian values emphasize discipline, respect for authority, family loyalty, merit-based leadership, and social harmony. These principles helped build some of the world's most stable bureaucratic systems and continue to influence modern China, South Korea, Japan, and Vietnam. Even today, Confucian ideals guide leadership styles, corporate culture, and national identity in regions affecting billions of people. Its power is structural, the power to organize societies and sustain order across centuries. Taoism represents power through balance rather than control, rooted in ancient Chinese thought. Taoism teaches harmony with nature, simplicity, and effortless action. Its influence extends into medicine, martial arts, leadership philosophy, and environmental thinking. Concepts like yin and yang shaped not only spiritual beliefs, but also science, health, and strategy. Taoism influenced Chinese emperors, artists, healers, and warriors for generations. Though Taoism avoids dominance or expansion, its ideas remain deeply embedded in Chinese culture and global spiritual thought. Its strength lies in endurance, subtle influence, and philosophical elegance. Sikhism is a powerful example of faith combined with action. Founded in the 15th century, Sikhism promotes equality, justice, courage, and service to humanity. Despite a relatively small global population, Sikhs have an outsized presence in military service, humanitarian aid, and social justice movements. The Sikh tradition of langar, where free food is served to all without discrimination, feeds millions daily across the world. Sikh history is filled with resistance against oppression and commitment to moral courage. Its power lies not in numbers, but in ethical action, unity, and fearless service. Shinto is inseparable from Japanese identity. Rather than focusing on doctrine, Shinto emphasizes ritual, ancestors, nature, and national tradition. It shaped Japan's imperial system, social values, and cultural continuity. Even as Japan modernized, Shinto quietly remained present in daily life, festivals, and national ceremonies. Its influence is cultural rather than missionary, but deeply rooted. Shinto's power lies in national identity and cultural preservation. Indigenous and traditional religions represent humanity's oldest spiritual knowledge. Though often marginalized, These belief systems shaped humanity's earliest understanding of nature, morality, and community. From African spiritual systems to Native American traditions, indigenous religions emphasize respect for nature, ancestors, and communal harmony. In an era of environmental crisis, their wisdom is increasingly recognized as essential for sustainable living. Their power lies in survival, ancestral memory, and ecological wisdom. In the end, religious power cannot be measured by numbers alone. It is measured by ideas that outlive empires, values that guide generations, and beliefs that shape civilizations. Each religion on this list holds power in a different form, some loud, some quiet, some ancient, some modern. Together, they tell the story of humanity's search for meaning, order, and truth.